Zero gravity. 肩の荷は下りないこびりつく地層のようにライト感ヘビーかい中そんな問いもなきものに対岸の価値なのにその身を削るほど姑息なる偽善者の思い込みディセルピーいっそ彼を落ちたい枝分かれ無重力状態いつか訪れ特別な瞬間浮遊してもまだ I gotta say むき出さいとへと駆け出す二頭へと孤独を悟る隙間は痛いけど何回だって知ったって何回だって立ち上がって上昇して落ちる速度には神をただ任せてるんだぜ
Alright, I don't think tonight needs any introduction. If you guys have still recovered, if you have even recovered from that speech yesterday, the incredible transition into Chapter 10, I don't really think that Operation Cherry Blossom is something that needs to be explained. I don't think it's something that needs to be understood. It needs no introduction, it really doesn't. What we're about to witness is considered by many, whether in the underground community, to be considered one of the greatest arcs ever written of any post-war fiction, and many in the VN community as going to be experiencing something that is just a story that culminates like any other. Every single thing that we're going to see here within the next however long I stream will be a culmination of everything that we've seen from Extra Unlimited in the early days of Alternative, and we're about to witness that firsthand. I cannot be more excited. I usually like to make predictions on what I think is going to happen, and I don't even know really what to expect. I kind of said from the start I think Sumiko will be killed in the end. She kind of has to be. I just kind of fortified my reasoning yesterday when she started crying and broke down for quote-unquote no reason. But as for what is about to happen with Operation Cherry Blossom, I have no clue. So, for those of you guys that are just tuning in, just because Operation Cherry Blossom sounds cool, I would recommend you kind of probably go back if you're brand new to the thing and brand new to the series and kind of see everything first, because this truly is the grand finale, if you will, and there's a reason why it's so popular, and the reason being is just because of how much of a culmination of everything that the story has to offer that it is. So let us begin in space. This is the Earth. It's incredible. Those pictures on TV and on magazines, man, they just never really did it any justice. I guess that Sumika meme that she tells him really early on in Extra about her going to space to receive freaking alien signals with her tentacle on her head. Actually, Extra. It's beautiful. It really is. Look at him. Our boy. Look at all smiles. All smiles. This is it. This is what we're fighting for. This is it. This is our home. Right now, on the surface, people all over the world are fighting together just like us to protect it. Cosme, your eyes are still terrifying. It's overwhelming as all hell. I know this is cliche, but looking down on it now, it doesn't feel like whether it matters whether we're Japanese or American or whatever. I think anyone who could see it from this vantage point would also feel the same, and I'm sure they also want to protect humanity at all cost. I wonder if the others can see it too. They might not be able to since they're inside the re-entry shells. Cosme, can you link the picture from our external monitors, class rep? Thank you. I wonder if Sumika can see. We have an audio transmission from a flagship. It's finally time then. This is Noise Trashimi, flagship of the 3rd Fleet. We now will begin our final briefing. To begin, the present state of Operation Cherry Blossom. All of the armies in Eurasia have descended upon the outmost hives and are infiltrating as we speak. The operation is currently at Phase 2. The UN and American drop units are securing the area around SW-115. However, it's not a pretty picture right now. Their attrition rate exceeds our expectations by far. That's a very strange way of putting it. From all of our experience fighting the beta, it should be easy to predict how many they'd come in and out of droves. The UN put all of its capable tactical armored forces into this, and America put in 80% of its own. And you're still telling me it's going bad? Just like we thought, the best humanity has still will not be enough. But that doesn't mean we can just up and cancel Operation Cherry Blossom. If we do, they'll just move straight to Operation Trident, and then there's one option. As a result, we have switched to Phase 3 early. We're going to drop the primary objective assault force while SW-115 is still relatively secure. Let me explain the details of the re-entry process. The original plan considering the re-entry shells has been scrapped. All ships will instead re-enter in the current orbit to increase the chances of the drop units reaching the surface. Makes sense. If we waited to come all the way around again, the units on the ground would probably be obliterated by then. Our only choice is to drop to the objective before that happens, while the units on the ground are still able to keep the number of laser class down. The fleet formation will be as follows. 1st and 2nd squadrons, which are equipped for orbital bombardments, will re-enter 420 seconds prior. 3rd through 5th, which are carrying the drop units, follow behind. All ships in the 5th squadron carrying Unit AO1 stay behind AO4 and re-enter last. Right. If they put their re-entry shells behind the Susanoo after its Rutherford fields are up, it will give them a better chance of surviving the lasers. So the sequence will be as follows. First, the 1st and 2nd squadrons will release all anti-laser warheads 900 seconds before re-entering. After this, they will slow down until they are 120 seconds ahead. They will then re-enter while maintaining formation. After this, the 3rd through 5th squadrons will re-enter without separating from the re-entry shells. Alright. Each ship will then release its re-entry shells once they've broken through the ionosphere and then accelerate to max speed. They will head towards Edwards along the invasion orbital trajectory. That's all. So that's the new plan, eh? He wants the shuttles to re-enter while carrying the re-entry shells to preserve their ablative coating for as long as possible, on the off chance we'll ever need it. Then the shuttles will then accelerate, act as bait just in case the anti-laser warheads weren't enough. It's proof of just how much this mission is really riding on us. They believe that we have what it takes for us to reach the primary objective, and it will be worth all of these sacrifices. We're not going to betray that trust, and we won't, no matter what. We're going to make this happen. Looks like we're in a cutscene. Systems check. Oh, this is epic. Copy. Activate the engine. We're counting on you, Sumika.
バルキリーズカッチ SW115 で会いましょう。いいわね。
I want to see all of you, alright? Please be safe, you guys. And a bandit, thank you so much for the follow. Be still, my heart. Jesus.
濃度不足です。敵は対レーザー弾をほとんど迎撃していません。数十体の重レーザー級が焦点を合わせているようです。このままでは
Full power to the engine. I now understand the logo of the game. We have 420 seconds. Come on, hang in there. If I move to evade, we'll be off course and we're pinned down by lasers. Yukonagi? The flagship of the second squadron is still intact? He's gonna plan on shielding? Oh, it's a sacrifice. You're committing suicide! We have our first death. You're dealing with concentrated heavy laser fire. We're going to be helpless without the Rutherford field. Oh man. $2,500 meters, we're getting there, but at what cost? No! We got the opening? No way! Wait, it's going well! Alright, that was genius. At the cost of so many. I'm sorry to everyone who died, but it looks like we're inside. This is hype. Whoa, makes me feel like I'm on a roller coaster. We're smoking them! This has started really. I guess I can't say that. We lost the entire Space Force, but we're only 4,500 meters from the main hall. Are you kidding? Things are going so well. We're Daijobu. How's it looking? No, the whole damage or reduced functionality, but the engine output is unstable. So does that mean Sumika's... She's saying she's okay. We fought more than twice as many enemies as expected just to get this far, and plenty of them have managed to even interfere with the Rutherford field. Not to mention the intense laser fire we were subjected to when we entered the atmosphere. All of this has to be insanely hard on Sumika. But there's nothing we can do about it. We have to keep going. The squadron we fell with was eliminated before landing, and the units surrounding SW-15 were wiped out by the anti-laser warheads that the Beta didn't shoot down. I know Sumika had intended to guide them out of the surface, but in that case, at least they would have served something other than a diversion. They were all destroyed, so we've been the sole focus for every single enemy down here. But even taking that all into account, the sheer amount of Beta popping out has been insane. I'm shocked we've made it this far. Just now we had to bring down 2 hulls in order to delay the reinforcement. That's the only reason we're even alive. We're seriously lucky there isn't any more branches, but we're on the home stretch. The Beta don't have any more ways in than we do. Now that we've destroyed the entrance, we don't have to worry about them also coming in behind us. But we wound up having to take the last of our S-11 and half the missiles we needed for the main hull. And that was just a single hull, not even a reactor. It took 5 S-11s, each with the force of a tactical nuke and over 100 missiles, and that was barely enough to even make it collapse. Sensei said this hive was tough, but I'm shocked. It's a miracle we're still alive. No, there is no such thing as a miracle on the battlefield. The reason our unit is here what it is today is because without a single casualty was a result of careful planning, preparation, and hard work. Not to mention how much data Sumika got for us and the simulator training we did based on it. That's the real reason we're able to stand here in the deepest part of the hive where no other human has ever even been virtually unscathed, huh? There's no damage to any of our TSFs at all. But even aside putting the stability of our engine and the weaponry we've already expended, the amount of stress Sumika's endured so far is a very serious concern. Is she going to be able to handle bringing the engine to full power and deploying a Rutherford field that can survive contact with tens of thousands more Beta? We hardly have anything left to hit them with. We're running out of missiles and ammunition. The only spare S-11 we have are the ones within the Mikazuchis themselves. I'm not even sure if we could even get another resupply point. But we can't sit here and wait for the main cannon to charge. It's only a matter of time before they come bursting through this entrance that we just destroyed. Going through with our original plan to break through the main hall is definitely not a good idea, given our current conditions. Stop. Uh-oh. Cost me. Shut down the engine. Switch to auxiliary power. Now I'm worried. For now, I want to make things easier on Sumika. Besides, even low power might be all it takes to draw the Beta from the main hall to us. Class rep. What's your condition? We're gonna have to get the change of plans after. The engine power to put and the missiles we have are just not there. I'm switching to auxiliary power to reduce engine strain. We wound up making things harder, didn't we? Harder? What are you talking about? Don't pretend you don't know. You had to deploy Rutherford fields all around us several times while we were fighting. Sumika really did that? Thank you for protecting everyone. Sumika's in charge of that. I've been too focused on combat to even notice. I understand why, though. We're necessary to break through the main hall. I see what you're doing here. You deliberately brought this up to make sure no one's going to be worried that they ruined the plan, right? Yeah, you're right. Even if it's plain as day what she's trying to do, I'm going to go along with it to make the others feel better. Way to go.
直通できないから。
Anyways, give Kagami our thanks. I can't tell her ourselves. We can't tell her ourselves. I don't think so. You could tell her yourself after the operation's done.
そうね。そうするわ。
You're right. Sounds like a plan. Speaking of plans, does anyone have any idea about what the hell we're gonna do to break through the main
私
hall?
に考えがあるの。聞いて
Yeah,
ちょうだい。
I got one. Wow, that was fast.
タケル、事前に想定外の状況に陥った場合の対処を考えておくことこそ指揮官の役目であろう。
It is a commander's duty to consider countermeasures.
そうだよタケル。千鶴さん、昨日から作戦のこと
I'm still really
ずっと考えて
worried.
たんだから。
Yeah, what she said. Chizuru's been thinking long and hard about this since yesterday.
タケルさんだって小隊長なのに。
And I think you're supposed to be our flight commander.
うまくいった時のことしか考えないのは若造ですよ。
Well, he is still young and stupid. Of course, he'd only consider the best case scenario. Okay, you guys got
余計なお
me.
しゃべりはそこまで。説明を始めるわ。もたもたしてると
NFL
データが追い
Blitz
ついてく
music.
るわよ。
I'm gonna tell you all the plan. The beta are gonna catch up to us if we keep wasting time. She's seriously something else. She's come into her own as a commander. I'm amazed how others are keeping the conversation so light given how dire the situation we're in. But then again, that's probably the reason why they're doing it. This makes me think back to the way I felt about them when I first came to this world. And right now they seem to be just as strong as they did to me back then. These guys haven't already these guys have already overtaken me, huh?
ムアコックレステ機関の臨界運転に引き寄せられる敵集団をメインホール侵入時にミサイルとラザフォードフィールドで排除する予定だったけど、
The original plan was to lure the enemies over here with the engine on full power and then destroy them with missiles.
スサノオの指揮出力が安定しないこととミサイルの残量を考えれば、
But as stated, the engine's unstable and we don't have the missiles. Exactly. We need to make sure that we have as little interference with the Rutherford field as possible. We can't push Sumika any harder than now. If she goes into a safe mode, everything that's gotten us this far will be
で
wasted.
も基本的には副司令の立案がベストというよりそれしかやりようがないぐらい。
Thank you. But the core idea behind the Exos plan is still the best choice, or rather, it's pretty much the only one available.
今問題になっているのはメインホール侵入時の敵集団を突破する方法だけ。
Right now, our primary problem is figuring out how to break through the enemy lines when we infiltrate the main hall.
そこさえなんとかやりくりできれば、あとは副司令のプランをそのまま活かせるわ。
If we find that way around that, we'll continue the rest of operation as planned. Right.
私はそれをこの広大なメインホールの奥行きを味方にすることで。
We can do this if we take advantage of the length. What? The length? What does that have to do with...
まず第一分隊はメインホールの
Scruffy Greff, thank you so much for the follow.
ジャンプで奥の第一隔壁まで一気に移動。
First, fire teams 1 and 2 will infiltrate the main hall.
取り掛かる。
They will then jump straight into the septum, and then begin the process of opening it and plant the
この
bomb.
時 A04 はミサイル発射体制を完了させ現在地で待機。
During this time, AO4 will stand by at its current location and prepare to fire
私た
missiles.
ちに釣られてベータは第一隔壁に向かって移動を開始するはず。
The beta will then follow us there. We'll draw the vanguard in.
このタイミングで A04 は手記を起動。
That's kind of a suicide mission, but
臨界運転。
AO4 will then activate its engine and move into the main hall at full power. This will draw the beta back towards it.
A04 はベータを300まで引きつけたら36ミリで砲撃しつつ全速前進。
AO4 will then draw the beta into around 300 meters and full speed ahead and open fire with the
ここ
chain
まで
guns.
に第一隔壁の外砲と脳の爆破準備を完了。第二分隊はドリフトに侵入し第二隔壁の開放準備。
By this time, the first septum should be open and the bomb planted. Fire Team 2 will enter the drift and begin opening the second
第
one.
一分隊は装置周辺で待機。
Go off, I guess. Fire Team 1 will stay near the bomb and assist AO4 from long range.
はそのままドリフトに侵入。反転してミサイルを製射。照準は最もベータが密集した先頭部分。
AO4 will then proceed into the drift, turn around and fire the missiles. It'll aim the most concentrated part of the
ミサイル
vanguard.
封鎖で時間を稼いでいるうちに第一分隊は第一隔壁閉鎖作業を
This is a good
完了する。
plan. That should buy Fire Team 1 some time to begin closing the first septum and then activate the S11.
の使用は第一隔壁の閉鎖。つまり脳の爆破を優先するわ。
The priority is to use the S11 to seal the first septum shut. It's critical that we destroy its brain.
したがって第二隔壁に S11 を設置するのは第一隔壁の脳爆破後。
We'll place the S11 by the second septum once we destroyed the first one's brain and secured the
向こ
drift.
うは副司令のプランとほぼ同じ手順でいけるはず。
The rest should be no different from the Exo's plan, though we'll end up spending much more time in the drift. We'll take advantage of that time to place an S11 in the second septum frame. However, if we run into any problems, don't bother. Now I get it. The combination of our speed and the length of the hull will be a saving grace. Unlike the other plan, we're not using the Rutherford field to push directly through the beta, so we might be able to get away with it even if the engine in less than stable condition. Not to mention, we know that we can't skip destroying the brain of the second septum if we don't have the time. That'll give us a slight but reassuring margin of error. Class Rep, you've really changed. There's no way you could have devised a plan like this if you were so obsessed with performing every single step with perfection. If the beta aren't drawn to us, AO4 will wait until we're finished. We'll keep our usage of missiles and shells to a minimum until it enters and closes the septum. We will then destroy the second septum's brain while the Susanoo is still charging in the drift. Yeah, I can't imagine we'll be lucky to escape Beta's notice. Pretty much, there's a possibility, but it's not probable. I should note, we've also used up all of our spare S11 to get this far, so Tama or Yoroi will be the first one. Tomase and Yoroi, you'll be carrying the drop tanks and the opening closing agents, so drop your S11s in advance. Mitsurugi and I will carry them for you. That should compensate for some of the mobility they'll lose due to the weight of the drop tanks. Meiya and Class Rep have the most powerful Takumi Kazuchi, so this evens out. Man, she's really thought of everything. That's the plan. Questions? I'm worried about staying in the drift for so long. Will the beta come up with a countermeasure? I'm worried too. They didn't shoot down our re-entry anti-lasers, so we know that the beta are adapting even faster. If the original hive is the head information getter from all over the world, it might even happen that information would travel faster here. It might, but we can cross that. That's not a... No, we don't like that new attitude. We'll know when we get there. No matter what plan we use, once the drift's secure, we could fire the cannon and leave. If something bad does happen, it's better to just keep the options open. Our top priority is to destroy the primary objective. As long as we do that, we can deal with anything afterwards. We even have the option of not evacuating in the worst case scenario. If we did that, we'd have 16 missiles packed with S-11 warheads at our disposal. Very well then. Given how quickly this will play out, planning too far ahead could lead to a downfall. Nothing else matters if we stop here. No objections then. Let's go with it. Sounds good. No objections. Me neither. Alright, 10 minutes. It's settled. Yoroi, Tomase, drop your S11, pick up a tank. Everyone resupply. We're taking this up. We're taking off in 600 seconds. You're vile. I'm sure you know this just by looking back on what's happened so far, but based on how quickly the enemy is adapting to our moves, we won't have another chance against them. So we end this here. Understood? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. You're gonna make me cry before you even get sad. I didn't even see who followed. Whoever just followed, thank you so much for the follow. The name started with a G. Shirogane, it'll be hard for us once we've gone into the main hall. You'll have timed this based on your sensors and the beta's movements. I'm aware. We've done this plenty of times in the simulators. I'm counting on you. Kasumi, you heard her. Make sure Sumika's ready. Valkyrie 1 to fire team leaders, it's time. Are you ready?
こちらバルキリー2第2分隊準備完了
This is Valkyrie 2, fire team 2 ready. Valkyrie 0 ready when you are.
行くわよ
Alright, let's go everyone.
発進
Firearms 1 and 2, let's move out. Alright. Thank you, thank you. I'll do my best. Let's see how long I can stay comfy for before one of us breaks.
こんな広い空間があるなんて
I can't believe there's something this big under. I doubt you guys can even hear me. Oh my god!
構うでないぞ良いな
This is a new song. We got this. They're just what we wanted. They're heading straight to the barrier, so we don't have time to waste fighting. No. Make sure we're ready to head out in a moment's notice. Hurry out there. I'm sure you know what happened, so I'm not breaking yet. Oh, maybe I'm breaking now. Watch your... I can feel my heart rate skyrocketing. No one dies, you hear me? Good, when the beta are around 800 meters, start this engine. Well, we got this. This is easy. What the frick is that? It looks like Atomos from Final Fantasy XI, but just more vile. Ew. What? It's huge. Look at, you can see the TSFs over there. It's like 100 of them. That's the most vile thing I've ever seen. Hello? We got some red paint.
解放剤注入開始
Alright,
了解解放剤注入開始
injecting the opening agent.
今から核兵器を解放するそちらはどうだ
It's working.
固定に手間取ってる硬くて爆発スパイクが役に
It's
立たない
taking a while to get it fixed on. My explosive
あなたたちは準備が
spikes
でき
aren't
次第
helping.
第二核兵器に向かってちょうだい
You guys said it for the second septum.
了解
鎧発進準備だ核兵器の
Alien edition. Yeah, it's absolutely right.
ドリフトに侵入する
It's vile. Prepare to move. We cannot wait for the septum to open fully. As soon as it's possible to passively move.
データ軍接近最前衛は900
No, you guys got this.
120ミリで穴を開けてそこにスパイクを
Open a hole with a 120mm and put a spike.
ダメよ万が一それで脳を破壊してしまったら核兵器も死んでしま
They
う
have wind down there?
もしそうなったら何を注入しても核兵器は動かなくなるわ
And if it dies, it's not moving no matter what we inject into it.
そこの応急補修フォームを接着剤代わりに使うんだ
You could use the emergency repair foam as adhesive. 800, 750. No, no. It's opening! 700! 650! 600! Start the engine. We gotta go to the main hall.
起動
What I tell you guys, this is easy. This is slight work.
データ判定メインホール入り口に向かっています
Thank you so much for the follow. They turned around. The beta are heading to the entrance of the main hall. See? This is easy.
すごいまるでベータの大津波ですね
It's like a tsunami of beta.
デストロイヤー級や後続の反転が
The destroyer can't turn around.
どんどん高くなってる
That's beta? What the?
榊攻撃しよう今なら敵を
That's so
攻撃
risky
できる
though. They can turn on you. Sakaki, we shoot. We can cut down numbers.
ダメよ
Yeah, exactly.
こっちに向かってきたら
Exactly. If they turn your back and they run towards us, we're screwed.
ここ
Oh,
で
sorry about
でも
that.
反転
They
して
ignored us in Hangar 90. We could shoot and they won't turn.
あやみでいい加減にして
Don't.
私たちはお願い榊せめてサマスに狙撃命令を
At the very least, give Tomase permission to
あ
snipe.
のまま折り重なっていったら飲み込まれる
If they keep piling up, they're gonna be trapped.
サノーが
Susanna won't be able to.
あやみね
What? This is so scary.
指揮出力臨界へ
Engine output critical.
大丈
Sumika?
夫です安定しています
Stable for now. Okay. Hang in there. It'll be over in a little bit longer. It'll just be over soon. Freaking alarm, freaking alarm. Sound sources at 6. They must have broken through the hall we destroyed. Holy. 30,000, 80,000, 100,000. Where the hell are they coming from? We'll be trapped between the two sides. That's 250,000 enemies. We can't handle that. Should we charge? We can't. They haven't even finished opening up the first septum. Besides, if we don't wait for them to get close enough, then the enemies will escape the missiles. We'll be back into no time. We won't even have enough time to close it behind us. Are we stuck? We're using warheads we're supposed to use to escape to fight these guys off instead? The captain would never forgive me if I did that. Cost me. Break through at max speed. I'll be watching over her. We'll be fine. Yeah, that's right. It's raining beta. I'm gonna knock down the top half. Go! Seizure warning. Epic warning. Did they get got? Oh, I guess not. We're not gonna make it. The dimensional battery is being strained beyond the threshold. Engine output decreasing. Push them away with the right arm. Turn off the field. If there's no field, there's no burden on Sumika. But the hole will be... The 2700mm is a glorified storage. Do it! Are you forgetting there's capacitors in the arm? The timer's set for 2 minutes. Oh, I hate this. I hate the alarms. It's... Ah! What are you guys doing? We're blowing these guys up with an S11. It's not one of ours. Then the one Tama and Makoto left? If you have time to talk, you have time to support. We got this. We got this. Did we win? We won! Oh, the S11's way more powerful than I thought. Look at him. I've always set the timer and just retreated. I've never seen one go off up close. That blast is insane. About 90% of the beta in the main hall have been destroyed. 30,000 of the first wave of reinforcements also destroyed. Huh? The Rutherford field was shaped like a cone. Did it concentrate the force of the explosion in a single direction? I had no idea the Rutherford field could concentrate. Holy, what an awesome split-second decision. Is she not using it now to shield the... Come in, guys! 1,200 meters. AO4, Shirogane. AO1, come in. Anyone, come in. Answer me. Tama? Tama, are you okay? Ah. Deep breaths. She's daijoubu. Everyone's fine. I was afraid that my freaking... No one dies. Sumika is just carrying! She must have put up a Rutherford field in front of Tama to shield it from the effects. If she was hit by the initial shockwave, does that mean that Sumika was too slow? What's up? What happened to all the others? I'll call them now. I'll handle that. Get back to your job, alright? Okay, don't make that face. I'm heading towards you now. There's enemies left, you know? Keep your guard up. I might be talking big, but I'm sure she could see how exactly anxious I am too. Maya, class rep Ayamine. If you hear me, answer. I don't care what, say something. A signal flare. Give me a sign. I don't care who, respond to me. This can't be real. Ayamine, class rep Maya. We've come this far. We finally made it this far. This isn't happening. Can I ask you something? Huh? Want to explain why that was your order for calling us? You're alive? Yeah, I'm curious too. But class rep? See, everyone's fine. I would love to hear that too. Thank God you guys are... why didn't you respond earlier? The explosion damaged our transmitters. We just got them working right now. You guys seriously weren't hurt at all? In a point-blank explosion? There was no damage at all. Kagami has protected us once again. Thank you, Sumika. I know it must have hurt, but you've given it your all. Okay, I get it now. I figured out why Tama only felt the initial shockwave. She focused on the Rutherford field in a cone shape after protecting the Susanoo and the 3 others. The moment between the shift was enough to let the shockwave slip. Shirogane, how are Tamase and Yoroi doing? No worries, fine. Working on barriers. Great. And class rep, enemy reinforcements are coming this way, okay? The explosion took out their vanguard. There's about 100,000 coming from the... Class rep, we'll come in. Am I too far away now? Maybe intermittent because of the explosion? He's too far. We're gonna still experience interference from the explosion. Did you see the new data from the Susanoo? It looks like they broke through the hall we closed off. We managed to take care of the first wave, but... As guessed, then there are more coming. The last estimate was 110,000. And there's going to be even more of them by the time they get here. It would be a disaster if they made it to the main hall. The septa opened and closed more slowly than anticipated. In addition, given for what just happened, we should also assume it will take longer than we expected. Nika, thank you so much for the follow. What am I thinking about right now? I'm thinking that no one's gonna die. I'm thinking we're going really well, but almost too well. Even if we close the first septum in time, they may have to already come up with a plan to counteract. I might be able to destroy the septum by sheer numbers. I have a plan. Ears. Take a look. There's no way. It won't happen. There's been too much development for that to happen. I noticed this when comparing the sound waves from the explosion. The density of the material used to make up the inner wall is uneven. Thank you so much. Thank you. The wall's ability to withstand our attacks comes from that intricate structural makeup. Stop saying that. Tama has had such good character development. Here is the layout of its strongest and weakest points. If we attack the right place, even a single S11 would be enough to blow a hole. But the hole's of no use to us right now. After careful consideration, these are the ideal areas to attack. Do you understand? Let me explain the plan. Retreat immediately to the first septum, and there assist Yoroi and Tomase in their efforts to use the septa under Sakaki's command.
メインホール入り口には私が赴くゆえな。
Ayamine, leave your S11 here and I'll head to the main entrance of the hall.
そなた
The
と
entrance of the main hall. Sorry about that.
2発を持ってドリフト両側壁を爆破。
I'll use both of our S11s on each side of the drift. This will cause a large-scale collapse, buying us even more time for the main cannon charge. Once I'm finished, I'll rendezvous with the two of you. Should the need arise, close it without me. That's all. Quit trying to make yourself look. Great idea, let's get it. Let's get it! We're making this happen. Leave you S11. Okay, wait, I'll head back to the entrance. Ayamine, you know my TSF is the most maneuverable. I can return to the first septum faster than stay with the Susanoo. We don't have time, do it. No, protecting the Susanoo is a top priority. We use our best TSF to guard it.
そなたは先ほどあれほど執拗に攻撃を愚信し
Ayamine, only moments ago you were asking Sakaki permission to attack. You waited for her to give the order. Why bring that up?
連兵だったとはいえつい一月前までことあるごとに榊に反発し独断専行していた
You may have only been a trainee, but only a month ago you would have opposed anything she said. What changed you?
それはそなたが榊を指揮官と
It's because you recognize her as your superior, is it not?
榊を心から指揮官と認め
You waited for her to give you an order because you've come to respect her as your commander, true? So what? I am the Valkyrie second in command, in other words, second to her, and the commander of your flight. Do you not recognize me? That's not... I do, but... I give you my thanks. Now leave the S11 here. She won't need to. Hello, what's up? We've wasted too much time here. We're gonna have to have two TSS set the S11 by the entrance hall. You're coming with me, Ayamine, and you better obey every single order I give you. You're... Mitsurugi, set your S11 on the first septum. Sakaki, what's the meaning of this? I mean exactly what I've said. I'm planning on going from the start. But that is not what my plan... Oh, we're still using the same plan. I just changed who's doing it. Oh, she dabbed on her with her same logic. You see me as your commander, don't you? You recognize me as a suitable leader, don't you? And Ayamine's right. Keeping the Susanoo is the top priority. Opening the second septum is critical to our success in this operation. It only makes sense that we should have our best TSF do it. Ayamine and I prepare the bombs at the main hall's entrance. Set up the explosive at the first septum. Once we're done, Ayamine and I retreat into the drift. We'll decide what to close the septum based on what will keep the Susanoo safest. That's an order, understand? Do you remember the first time we fought the beta? During the trials? Why bring that up now? In my unit, the second in command is responsible for helping Shirogane. Back then, I tried to go help him myself, but you wouldn't let me. This time, you don't have to tell me no. I'm sure you know, but... I understand. I'll take great pains to keep Takaru from needlessly worrying. If it comes down to it, use you know what. I'm counting on you. I shall. Not bad. You know him inside and out. Speak for yourself. I believe you two understand him just as well.
鈍感なくせに分かりやすいから。
You could say that he's slow on the uptake, but he's easy to read.
本当若造だね。
Yep, young and stupid.
まったく揃いも揃って。
我が隊には物好きが多いわね。
Why does everyone in my unit have such terrible taste?
行くわよ。
Alright, let's go, Ayamine.
了解。
Take care. I'm scared. No, we're good, we're good. We're not scared anymore. Are you okay, Tama? Cosme, keep it at critical levels. They're all okay. Perfect timing! Thank you so much, Delirious, for the follow. Really, thank goodness. The transmission cut out on the way here. That's just because we got too far ahead from each other. They should be on their way out now. Taku, get into the drift. Go ahead and ammo up before I leave. We're almost out of supplies. This is your last chance. I was just about to ask. I'll be on the lookout while you do. Make sure you take everything from the others when they get here. Okay, I'm going now. Makoto, do you hear me? Sorry, man. How's it coming over there? It's been taking a lot longer than I thought because I've been setting in S11 to... I thought Class Rep and Ayamine were supposed to take care of the first septum. You've been dealing with both and the second all by yourself? What are you apologizing for? You're doing a two-man job on your own. You're not holding us up. Absolutely. Kind of reminds me of when you made that time delay fuse in the CCSE. I forgot about that. Anyway, when you're done here, go ahead and resupply. Tama's leaving the stuff she doesn't need on the ground. By the way, the others are fine. They should be on their way here right now. Every single time there's a flash, that heart rate skyrockets. I've had did PTSD. I heard you tell Miki right now, but that's good to hear. I'm worried about her. Don't get too cozy though. Enemy reinforcements are getting closer by the... Unbelievable. The Susanoo can sense up to 200,000. Is there more? Get the Susanoo into the drift. It'll take time to close off the septum. But once the Susanoo's in, we can leave it just enough open for the TSFs to get in. We just have to change how much the agent we inject. Got it. Oh, why does this have to be so huge? Main force is almost here. Even though there's hundreds of thousands of beta coming at us. There's no end. And they're not even paying attention to us. They're going after the Susanoo instead. Shirogane is still okay then. Oh, it's too loud. What the hell? Pay more attention. I'm trusting you. Aw, character growth. She hit him with the 360 melee.
だからって好き勝手にやられちゃ困るの
Don't go do
よ
your own thing out there.
了解こいつらをかき分けてここを吹っ飛ばすんだからね分かってる
Advance slowly at half speed. The target location 1,700 meters. That's the dead center of the drift. We'll recharge there since we could easily deal with threats from either side. 57%. To be fair, she made that Rutherford field huge and protected everyone from the blast. There's no reason to be surprised if it's this low. Sumika saved every last one of us by doing that. Kasumi, go ahead and get some rest now. I'm good. We're not going to go anywhere until this thing has enough juice to fire the cannon. As long as we stay alert, I think it's fine for you to take the breather. You're pretty exhausted just after simulator training, weren't you? I'm sure she doesn't feel right about it knowing how hard Sumika's working to keep us at full power. Listen, when the going gets tough, you have to rest. That way you could take over for the others when they need to do the same. That's it. When we're done charging, all that's left is to blow up the primary objective. We're so close, I could taste it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put an end to this war with the beta. Then I won't have to loop back in time again. I can destroy what made me the casualty conductor and make everything right. Coordinates fixed. Setting early warning mode done. Alright. Now to wait for the others. On that note, what the hell? They should be here. We're finished. Great. We're in the position as well. We're charging up the cannon. I'm going to start injecting the closing agent sporadically to make sure it can't be opened. Awesome. Now we could open or close the second septum. Drift is as good as ours. The septal injection control device will still need even if it's purged. I'm worried about Tama. Can you go check on her? I was planning on doing that anyway. I'd left my drop tank here. Shouldn't be surprised. She's always had that type to plan ahead. Miki's control device isn't exactly locked down, but the more people at the first septum, the better. Sorry, just feels like I'm kind of bossing you around. Oh. There goes my hero. Are you even listening to yourself? It's your job to boss us around. Don't start with this flight commander thing. Don't get worked up about it. You do what you have to and I'll do what I have to. That's it. Kasumi, Taku's gonna get lonely. Can you keep him company? Kasumi, really, don't play along. What's her problem? Does she not want me to be a flight commander or a little kid? What the hell are you laughing for? What is with her? That said, she does shine the most, huh? It has to be hard with that cheerful attitude. Asumi said there were parts of her she couldn't show to the others. Makoto, bring back the others here. I'm counting on you. Huh? Yeah, no. Stay at a distance. What are you doing? Oh, wait, no, the gang's all here. Set up the bomb in the first septum. I hold him back. We've already placed both of the S-11s. Well done.
社にもな。臨機応変な対処は副司令のお
That's
墨付き
smart.
だ。
This may go against military regulation, but the EXO trusts us to adapt to whatever situation we face.
任務達成のためであれば致し方あるまい。
If the mission demands it, it must be done.
その通りだよ、メイヤさん。早くしないと間に合わなくなる。邪魔するな。早見ね。
Oh. Oh, shoot.
初めてね、考えてることが一致するの。タイミング合わせなさいよ。
榊はいつも一呼吸遅い。
あなたが早いのよ。
最後ぐらい、最後ぐらい息を合わせて白金たちを驚かせてやりましょうよ。
そうだって。
来たわ。あやみね、行くわよ。あやみね、成功したのかな。
二人は無事ですよね。
あの者たちを信じるほかあるまい。
No. They're fine. They had... No, wait. No. What the hell? Was there an explosion? I'm lying to myself. I think we have two tangos down. Why is there a seismic wave following it? There were multiple explosions followed by a massive cave-in. What the hell? Can you get an external image from Tamara Makoto? I'm not getting any images. I don't know why the data link is working as it should. Why now? Is it because of the walls? Tama Makoto. Okay, transmitter's up. Don't tell me there's enemies coming through the second septum. No, that's not it. What happened in the main hall? What was the shaking? The vibration sensors are picking up on weird patterns. What's going on? No worries. So Kaki and Ayamine destroyed the entrance to the main hall. Maya, where have you been? In combat. I'll contact you later. Hey! Takaru may have met up with us some time ago.
作業中の私たちを守ってくれてるんだよ。
She's been protecting us while we finished up here. Don't scare me like that. If you already met up with her, you could at least say so, but that's not the real issue. What was the
呼
explosion?
び出して確認して。三剣さんが合流した時更新されてるはずだよ。
Look at the data yourself. It should have been updated with Mitsurugi's link. I wish I could. I've been having some issues with the data link, so I can't connect to your external monitor.
多分壁のせいじゃないかな。
It's because of the walls.
でも似たようなもんだし。
We can't see you either. So they're having the same issue. There it is. Never mind, mine updated.
データで確認しておいて。僕たち作業に戻るから。
Then check the data yourself. We need to get back to work. What the hell? What's the big rush for? I can't blame her. I was interrupting her. Whoa. How the hell? They brought down the inner walls with just 2 TSFs? Or 2 S11s? They must have cross-referenced the data point from the weak point from the sound waves. Don't scare me! Don't do it! Maya must have come up with this. She did the same thing to find out where to strike Mount Tengen in the previous timeline. I can't believe Ayamine and Sakaki pulled this off together. You two used to be like oil and water, but you finally come to understand one another. Class Rep was always a stickler for the rules. Ayamine made decisions on the fly. Their approaches really emphasized the contrast between learning the fundamentals and adapting something into actual battle. When you can't keep a balance apart like those two, everything falls apart. Just like it did when the two of them clashed. They both look like Chomp-kun. But once you got them working in a perfect concert, they have the power to make any mission a complete success. And Gingervin, thank you so much for the follow. Probably not the best time for the victory music. It's hard to change yourself, but working through your problems with someone else is that really so different? You guys are really incredible. I can't imagine how. Yep, that'll keep the enemy enforcements away. The Vanguard managed to slip through, but they managed to prevent the worst case scenario of 200,000 beta pouring through. Good for us. All we need to do now is just charge up this cannon. A brigade-sized herd has passed the 1,200 meter line. The main force behind this is made up of survivors from here and those who managed to slip through prior to the collapse. Their numbers are exceeding 20,000. They will reach you in a matter of minutes. Seize all work on the tank attachment and begin your first septum. We can. If they aren't secure, the vibration from the compressor will knock them out of place. It might even jerk the pipes hard enough to yank the injection nozzle. I understand. Make it quick. Once you have finished, close it immediately. What should we do about Sakaki and Ayamine? If they don't arrive in time, there's nothing to be done. They would not want us to risk the future of humanity for their sakes alone. I know. If I were in their place, I'd feel the same way. You're right. Alright, Maya, please fall back and work an opening to second septum. What do you mean? I was in such a hurry earlier that I totally forgot to set the septum control mode. Why'd you not tell me earlier? I only just remembered. Please go fix it. Yes, seriously, thank you guys so much. No, I will stop the enemy at their tracks. I'll be able to keep them at bay for 10 minutes. You two take care of it during that time. Please be reasonable, Mitsurugi. We have to take care of any potential risk factors as soon as possible. We have no idea how long the collapse entrance will hold, you know? We have to make sure that Susanoo can control the device it has to. Mitsurugi, this is what Captain Asumi would want us to do. We'll be fine. There are still a few minutes before the enemies get here. We can finish up by then. I understand. I'll return shortly. Lawardish, thank you so much for the follow. Kind of a good time for this one. Things are going. Roy, are you sure about this? I am. It's for the best. As soon as Maya passes, follow. Miki, we made a promise, remember? And I know I can trust my instincts. Remember the first time I took the CCSE, my gut feeling was right. I like how they're kind of tying in everything. Rereading Extra is going to be a complete blast. I wonder how much stuff I really missed now. Like, now that I really think about it. I'm not going to ignore it this time. We're on our own out here. We have to be able to improvise when the situation calls. I don't want anyone I care about getting hurt because I stood back and did nothing. So please, trust me. Please? I believe in you. Thank you, Miki. I want the people I love to be happy too. So I've decided I'm going to put all my efforts into things I can do. The people you love, huh? At the end of the day, we all had a lot more in common than we thought. Looks like we all have pretty similar tastes, huh? Wow, the harem is coming out. What a shocker when I felt that Chizuru and Kei felt the same way. Okay, I'm done locking it down. I can handle the rest. Now go back up Maya, okay? Let's make sure this mission is a success. I will. You can stop, I'm entering the drift. The enemies are 750 meters away, protect your way. We'll be fine, I'll leave it to me. I shall return shortly. Till then, take care. Main cannon 87%. The engine output remains unstable, but deviations are within limit. Copy. Time is just slipping away. Sumika and the others are working hard, and I'm just sitting here. It's killing me. It's even harder not knowing what's going on with the main hall. I don't even get why the data link's been cut. It's not even closed. The septum's not even closed. Losing our ability to communicate could easily cause this whole... Shirogane, calm down. You're worried about the others, aren't you? But right now... It's fine, okay? Don't worry about me. I know I have to destroy the primary objective in order for this mission to succeed. Huh? Meia's on the drift? The others are starting to retreat then as well, right? Meia, what's going on? Are you done? No, there was an oversight. I'm on my way to fix it. Makoto messed up? Whew, she merely forgot to set the remote control. It's not a critical error, just continue charging. Makoto made a mistake that basic? Now that I think about it though, she did sound pretty rushed earlier. Considering the pressure, it's possible she would have screwed up. What's the status on the main hall? The data link's been down for a while. I have no idea what happened. Yoroi's locking down the septo control device, but she has backup, of course. Awesome. Class Rep and Ayamine must have rejoined them. They probably sent Meia to fix the second septum since she's the fastest in the TSF. Valkyrie 2 approaching, passing by. Alright, if she gets this close then... I'm not getting any data update. Meia, do you have any new data? I'm not getting any more updates. You too? I can't say mine's fully updated either. I knew it. We're so close. Why is this happening now? This is the kind of problem that can get us all killed at the last second. I had no idea how much we've been relying on our data leaks at Comet till now. If I had to guess... It's probably due to the particulates that were dispersed as a result of the double S11 explosion. That makes sense. The walls of the main hall are made up of materials that absorb electromagnetic waves. So, what you're saying is that the TSF's antennas and sensors are covered in those fine particles? No wonder we're having trouble connecting. Yes, and in its current aerosolized form, it may still be capable of blocking specific EM waves. In other words, impeding only our data. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the plan. So, it can still interfere with EM waves, even as particles suspend in the air. We could use this stuff to fend off lasers, right? Well, we were also hypothesizing it is also entirely possible that deploying the dimensional boundary field at full power may have had unanticipated effects. If the dimensional field had something to do with it, that would make sense given the timing. Additionally, it might be that our close-range exposure to S11 detonation caused minor malfunctions that were not detected on onboard diagnostics. It's possible. In any event, that's all I could surmise. Forgive me. Why are you apologizing? To speak solely of possibilities can't be enough to assuage your fears. So that's why. No wonder she took the time to explain all of this, even though she has a critical task. It's because she could tell how frustrated and anxious I am. What the hell? It's not like I could possibly pinpoint the exact reason for the interference, and I can come up with a million explanations. It's not going to get me anywhere. It's fine. I think the cause might be a combination of the things you brought up. At least then it's comprehensible. Normally she'd shout at me for wasting time, but she knows how on edge I am right now, so she took the time to guide me to this conclusion indirectly. I didn't even think of those possibilities. Not even the most simple and basic explanation, that there's an undetected issue with my sensors. I know that the mission demands me to stand by while the rest of you fight, but I was getting so restless I completely stopped thinking straight. So I was right. I'm sorry, you brought me back to my senses. You're always a hell of a lot more calm than I am, aren't you? That's untrue, I'm just pretending. But while I cannot see my comrades now, I'll carry out my own duties with the utmost faith that they could do the same. That's the way to do it. It hurts to hear that from you. I'm nowhere near to be able to call yourself my guiding light. Whatever. I give up. I have now reached the second septum. I must begin working on it so I shall cease communication. Got it. If anything keeps you long, I won't keep you longer. Call me if anything happens. Copy. Forgive me. Now then. What? What is the meaning of... Okay, it should work now. It was bait. System check, fluid pressurizer number 1, number 2, all clear. Come on, please move. It worked. I did it. You could fall back now, Miki.
でもミツルギさんが言ってた2万の敵が予想より早く
But those 20,000 enemies Mitsugi were talking about are approaching faster than expected.
今ここを放棄したら鎧さんが脳を破壊でき
If I abandon my position now, you won't be able to destroy the brain.
大丈夫だよミキさん。あとは僕がやるから。
It'll be fine, Miki. I can handle the rest of
ダ
this.
メだよ万が一失敗したらベータがドリフトに侵入しちゃう
No, you can't. If you fail, the beta will get into the drift.
それじゃ約束が違うじゃないか。
Miki, that's not what we
さっ
promised.
きだってメイヤさんについていくはずだったのに勝手に残ったじゃないか。
You were staying behind to follow the Meia's rules earlier, but you stayed behind anyway.
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry, Yoroi.
私はもう人に合わせて波風立てないようにするのはやめたんです
I'm done letting people tell me what to do because I don't want to upset
私の
them.
大好きな人たちを守るために
And I'm gonna protect those I
レ
love.
ースの直前までここを守ります
So I'm not moving before it closes.
ミキさん。
鎧さんは脳を破壊する準備をしてください
Yoroi, get ready to destroy the brain. We can't destroy the brain until the first septum is totally closed. It'll be stuck halfway open.
完全閉鎖の直前までここを2人で守ろう
Mead free, thank you so much for the follow. We'll protect it together till it's closed.
スミカさんやカスミさんそして僕たちが大好きなタケルを守るん
I'll
だ
protect everyone. Sumika, Kasumi, and the man I've fallen in love with.
その代わり今度は約束守ってね
So keep your promise this time.
お願いだよ
What's this waveform? Have the Veda reached the first septum? I have to look. Kasumi, how long till we're fully charged? 1365 seconds at the most, 792 at the least. We'd be stuck here for 23 minutes? That's longer than I thought. The output became even more unstable after we broke 90%. But Sumika's doing the best she can. I know, I can tell how hard she's working. We surpassed the Rutherford Field's interference limits in the battles to make it here. We've been demanding so much from her, but she's still trying so hard. It's only natural she'd only be having trouble, and I can't blame her for that. I'm doing just fine, don't worry about me. That's what Sumika was saying. Okay. What the heck was that? Did I start dreaming when I closed my eyes? It felt like she was actually talking to me.
第一核壁の閉鎖が始まったようだぞ
The first septum has begun to close. Now's our chance. Did you manage to change the
あ
settings?
それは遠にな充電率はどうだ
That's been completed already. How much longer do you need to charge? 94%. We should be done in 11:25 at the most, 5:52 at the least. Another 19 minutes at most, 9 at minimum. That's a big difference. I see. Once the septum is closed, even the beta would be hard pressed to destroy it in 19 minutes. They might be able to regenerate the brain, but I imagine it would take longer. In that case, you should move Susanoo to the second septum. You can finish charging there. I thought we were supposed to stay in the middle until we've reached 97%. The 20,000 stragglers in the main hall are approaching the first septum faster than anticipated. Right, I can see that on the vibration sensors. We should keep the Susanoo as far away as possible from any enemies that make their way into the drift. Alright, got it. Heading now. Kasumi, detach from current coordinates. We'll move ahead slowly. Valkyrie 2 approaching at high speed. She isn't slowing down, it's a flyover. Maya, what's wrong? Did something happen? Maya? I'm going to support the others while they retreat. Head to the second septum ahead of us. What the hell? Don't scare me like that. We just say that earlier. I was in a hurry, forgive me. You almost made me hold you up again. Takeru, can I ask something? What? Given the situation, we have to board the Susanoo immediately before the main cannon fires. I know, we've had to change that plan quite a bit. However, should any of us fail to arrive by that time, you know what to do. Of course. I don't want to lose anyone if I can help it, but I won't waste the sacrifices this far. And I'm sure you feel the same way, and I'm not going to wait up for you either. But I'm sure just as hell that we're going to make it out of here alive. Don't laugh, I'm being serious. You're a rather greedy man. Hey, you were the one who said it didn't matter how long I felt as long as I carried out my duties, remember? I don't recall. Don't play dumb. I too have made some progress as of late, however modest. Do not expect the same tricks to work on me forever. Alright, fine, I'm closing the channel now. I'm not going to hold you up. Appreciated. In exchange, get back here ASAP. Got it? Understandable. That'll be enough. Why are you not answering me? I know you can hear me. Tama, respond. How long are they going to remain silent? How could the beta have made it this far? Oh god. What are you two thinking in your Roy? What's the meaning of this? It was the only way. If I had it, you would have never fallen back. So, you have deceived me as well as Takaru. Then I need not ask why the remote control is functioning normally at all. Or why you never responded to my calls. But why have you placed the S11 meant for the first septum and the second instead? Tell me. It was my decision. It was the best option we had. The best option. When the first S11 went off, Miki's control device was damaged by the shockwave. We'd already finished opening up the first septum, so... Did the brain shield me from the blast? No, that was only a shockwave. The explosion didn't make it that far? Sumika must have played at Rutherford Field. Sato got rid of the beta. I had no idea she could. And Miki? See, she's Daijobu. I have a bad feeling about that. Oh no, she's good. But I don't know what to do. What happened? Oh no. The shockwave broke my control device. Hold on. It won't stop pumping the opening agent and we can't use the closing agent? We won't be able to close the first spectrum. We have to tell everyone. The aftermath of that explosion is making it hard to transmit even at close range. You're gonna have to wait. And more importantly, I have an idea. Switch to an encrypted channel. I don't have time right now, so let me talk. Continue injecting the opening agent until the Susanoo passes. I'm going to take the S11 and head into the second septum. I'm going to put something down here so they don't realize that, though. That's not what I'm worried about. What are you doing?
開放が最優先だよ。
We've opened up the first one. Now the most important thing is we get the second open as well.
でも
But the S11,
直せなかったら開けっぱなしの第一隔壁に置いといても意味がない。
if we can't fix the control device, the first septum's going to be stuck open. There's no point in leaving it.
修理できるとしても敵の到達前に終わらなければ同じことだよ。
Even if we could fix it, it's not going to matter if the beta get here before we
僕のプラ
finish.
ンは副指令に近いんだ。簡単なトラップだよ。
But my plan is close to the Exos. It's a trap.
簡単に言うと第一隔壁のセッティングを第二隔壁にスライドするイメージだよ。
The basic idea is that we're going to use all of our plans for the first septum and the second one.
S11 を設置するのは第二隔壁の脳じゃない。
The only difference is that we won't put the S11 on the second septum's brain. We'll put it in front of it. In front of
これ
it?
はさっきの爆発のモデルデータなんだけど、スミカさんがラザフォードフィールドを展開して
If we look at the last explosion, Sumiko was able to deploy a Rutherford field like this.
私たちがこの程度で済んだのも鏡ちゃんのおかげだったんですね。
So Kagami was the reason we didn't take that much damage, and she took out all the enemies in the main
オリ
hall.
ジナルハイブ、データの増援は必ず来る。それも何十万単位で
But this is the original hive. They'll have reinforcements, and there'll be hundreds of
崩落
thousands
さ
of
せた手前の広場が
reinforcements.
突破されるのも時間の問題。
It'll only be a matter of time before they break through the last stall we went through. They might have already.
修理が不確定要素である以上、ドリフトへのベータ侵入は想定するべきだよね。
Since we don't know if we can repair the control device, we'll have to assume the beta can get into the drift.
そうだね。
けどラザフォードフィールドに干渉し続けられたら充填ができないどころかサノーの指揮が持たない。
But if they keep causing interference, we won't be able to charge the
標
engine.
的ブロックに対比して脱出だけする手はある。だけど敵の対処能力から言って次はない。
We still have the option of retreating into the primary objective block and escaping without the use of the main cannon, but given how quickly the beta could adapt to us, we don't have another chance.
この状態になったら人類に負け
If
な
we
い。
make a run forward, humanity's done.
だからさっきの爆発と同じことを第二隔壁の前で繰り返す。
So we're gonna use the same trick as
そ
before.
うか。下のより後方なら安全。だから S11 がフィールドの手前なんだ。
And as long as we're behind the Susanoo, we should be safe, right?
一時的に高い負荷はかかる。でも延々負荷がかかり続ける状況。
Yeah, it'll put a strain on the engine for a brief moment, but nothing compared to enduring constant beta
メイン
attacks.
ホールより狭いドリフトならフィールドの被爆面積も小さくなるからさっきより少ない負荷で済む。
Not to mention the drift is much narrower than the main hall, so it really shouldn't be nearly as hard to cover the whole area.
その狭いドリフトが爆発エネルギーの指向性を高めてベータを投げ払うんだ。
Its smaller size should also be able to concentrate the explosion's power, allowing us to wipe out a huge number of beta.
ドリフトがチャンバーの役割を果たすんですね。
Now I get it. The drift is gonna act like a chamber of a gun.
今までと違って数十万のベータが2度の爆発や崩落で発生したススや微粒子を巻き上げた後
And unlike last time, all those beta will have kicked up a huge amount of dust and soot from the previous two
遠
explosions.
心爆発。それもとんでもない規模の連鎖が起きるかもし
So
れない。
we could set off a massive chain reaction of dust
ここまでう
explosions.
まくいかなくてもかなり広範囲のベータを殲滅できる。最重点に10分以上の時間が稼げるよ。
Well, even if that doesn't work out the way we want it, it's still gonna take a lot of the beta. It should buy us more time than more than enough time to finish charging.
怖い。
でもね、これはあくまで保険だよ。第一隔壁の閉鎖は
This is just the fallback plan. We can't give up on closing the first step until the last
第
minute.
一隔壁の閉鎖が最も安全であることに変わ
Getting
りが
it
ないから
shut
ね。
is the safest option.
すぐにでも修理にかからないと。
I'll try and repair my device
だよ
now.
それをみんなが見たらもっと無茶で厳しい手段を選んじゃうよ。
You can. If anyone sees you doing it, they might try something even more risky.
さっきだってあの3人あんな無茶なことしたじゃないか。
You saw what the three of them did just now. It was reckless.
あれはスサノー。
But the Susanoo was in
確
danger.
かにそうだよ。でも3人も必要ない。
I know that, but there wasn't any reason three of them had to
どうせ
go.
なら最も少ないリスクで最大の効果を得るべきだよ。
If anything, we should have gone with the lowest risk and most efficient
装置の
strategy.
修理は僕がやる。スサノーがドリフトに侵入して充填している間にね。
Anyway, I'll repair the control device once the Susanoo is charging up in the drift, okay?
修理がうまくいったとして脳はどうなるの？
So if you could fix it, what are we gonna do
み
about
ん
the
ながドリ
brain?
フトに退避した後僕が壊すよ。
After everyone's in the drift, I kill it.
ありったけの36ミリを至近距離で精密一点射し続ける。
I shoot every 36mm I have at
いく
point
ら高
blank.
度があるって言ってもあれはベータの一種で頑強な内壁じゃない。だからやりようはあるよ。
No matter how durable it is, it's just another beta. It's not made out of the same tough material, so there's not gonna be a problem. But if you do that,
詳しいことは話せないけど僕 K さんがあんな無茶をする理由
I can't go into much detail, but I understand why Kay would do something reckless.
125事件の後父さんのことで MP に尋問された時
After the 12-5 incident, I was interrogated by the MP, the military police, about my dad, and they told me many things.
昨日桜並木で出撃報告した時急び出ちゃったけど
Yesterday, when we were spilling our secrets about the cherry blossom trees, I didn't have the chance to say
帝国情報省の人間であの事件に
that my dad's a part of Imperial intelligence, and he played a large role in their operation.
もしかしたらあの事件は
In fact, he might have been the one who planned the entire thing. Kay was reckless. Oh no, not this song. Maya treated badly. Chizuru hurt so badly. And you have been torturing yourself thinking about what your father may have done. And it all may have been my dad's fault. That's not my only reason, of course, but I really want to make sure that everyone makes it home alive and finds happiness. But we want the same for you. I want everyone to be happy too. Thanks, but I'm the best person for this job. That's an objective fact. You want to make as many people possible as happy, right? Happy as possible. Persuasive Guevara! Thank you so much for the follow. Well, I'm happy right now. Because now I can finally be of use. Ever since we were assigned to a real unit, I never had the chance to really put my skills to work. Munakata and Asumi told me to keep polishing them because they knew it would come in handy if we infiltrated a hive. You mean Nacho's epic? How are they? If the skills my dad taught me could help people stay alive. If I could help everyone who suffered because of some plot my dad was in, then I couldn't be any happier. By the way, this is just between you and I, okay? If you're gonna talk to me about the plan, make sure it's through an encrypted channel. Well, joke's on you, Takaru already knows. We especially don't want Takaru to know. Act like the data link is down. We can't let him find out indirectly either. So long as it doesn't interfere with the operation, let's keep this to ourselves. But that means... we're here to make sure that the Susanoo, that Takaru gets the primary objective. We sacrificed so much to get here, all to ensure humanity still has a future. Miki, you know as well as I do how kind-hearted Takaru is. So we can't let him hesitate for a second. We can't hold him back. Takaru is strong, but I know he's been in a lot of pain too. He's lost so many he cared about right before his eyes. But even knowing what might happen, he's still going off into this mission. I know it was hard on all of us too, but since we weren't there when it happened, I think it's far worse for him. Yeah, you don't even know half of what he's been through. Half of what we've been through. It's worse than that. He was even able to finally reunite with the person he loved, but she was part of the alternative plan. He cares about and loves her so much, and she has a serious illness. But they made her pilot the Susanoo. This world is too cruel. Promise me, okay?
ミキさん。ありがとうミキさん。千鶴さんたちのことも心配だ。タケルに聞いてみて。
I'm worried about the others too. Make sure you ask Takaru about them, okay?
じゃあこれ以上心配させたくないから出てあげて。
Now open the channel. We don't want him to worry.
タケルさん。勝手なことしてごめん。
Why is it playing this song?
千鶴さんとケイさんが時間を稼いでくれたおかげで修理が間に合ったから無駄なことをしたのかもしれない。
でも僕は
ケイさん了解した。メイヤーさん頼んだぞ。博士交代だ。サノウの手前800に防衛線を敷きベータを迎え撃つぞ。
レイヤさんありがとう。
ダメですミキさん。開閉装置を守らなきゃ。私はギリギリまでここでとどまって侵入を食い止めます。三剣さんはベータをタケルさんに近づけないで。お願いします。
May is in.
謝りがないぞ。
タケル
May, what are you doing? Your marker.
このようなことはどうでもよい。直ちに第二核兵器の開放を開始しろ。
We're not done charging the cannon.
侵入を許してしまったのだ。急げ。
You still haven't closed the first septum?
完全閉鎖される。だがその間の流入は避けられん。
It will be closed shortly, but we can't prevent them from entering us.
敵は私。
We will keep the enemies from reaching you until the second septum's open. Prepare fire. Okay, got it. What about everyone else?
ああ今のところはな。メインホールの者たちは閉鎖寸前。
For now, they're okay. They'll be protecting the control device of the main hall until the last second.
もたつけばそれも危うかろうがな。
The longer you take, the lower the chances. I'm not stupid. I've already started opening it.
全開を待つでないぞ。通過可能となり次第。
Excellent. Do not wait until it's fully open. As soon as you can pass through, enter the primary objective block. What about the rest of you?
乗り込むまでだ。
Naturally, we will pursue you like wildfire. Alright, I'm gonna leave all the hatches unlocked. Keep an eye, I'm not gonna wait up for you.
それでよい。顎を標的ブロックへ侵入するタイミングでコールしてくれ。
I would hope not. Just call me as soon as you're able to open up the primary objective. Hang.
なんだ。
Quit fussing.
どういう意味だ。
What do you mean? Don't play dumb, I know what you're
何の
doing.
話だ。
You guys turned off your marker so I wouldn't worry about you. Looks like I was right. Our transmitters work fine in the drift, so that excuse doesn't work. I'll be fine. I won't hesitate just because I'm worried about you guys. Make sure everyone else knows that too.
マーカーは故障だ。
Our markers were damaged. All of them at the exact same time?
そうだ。
Well, we'll leave it at that. Later.
かつてないぞ。まったく鈍感なのやら敏感なのやら。
I can't tell whether he's a genius or an idiot. He's quite the enigma.
それを口にし自己確認することこ
But
そ。
the fact he brought it up proves how much it was bothering him.
榊。やはり私はあの者に甘い。
Perhaps I really am too soft on
指示通
him.
り最初から使うべきであったのか。
Should I have done as the EXO directed me to use it from the very start?
あの者は私を許す
He'll
まい。
never forgive me for this.
さて、そなたた
Now,
ち
for all of you,
楽にここを通れると思うでないぞ。
do not think you'll make it through here without a fight.
少しでもデータを減らさなきゃいけないんだから。
ミキさん。
鎧さん、どうしたの？
第一隔壁がほとんど閉まりかけてるよ。
分かってます。でも
もう十分だから早く交代して。
まだ何が起こるか分かりません。
導管に注入し終わった分で完全閉鎖できるよ。
交 交代は私の判断でします。鎧さんは脳を破壊。
Huh?
それでミキさんがここに留まる理由なくなったね。
He's going full send!
鎧さん、なんてことを。
注入済みの分で大丈夫って言ったじゃないか。早く交代して。
ドリフトの中で戦った方が的が絞れる分、弾も無駄にならなくて効率がいい。
その方がタケルのためにもなるよ。
わかりました。
急いで。
何？
これは。
What the hell? Why we always have the same reactions? I am blending with Takaru. Large scale cave-in at the main hall. Another cave-in? More reinforcements? Cosme's eyes. Ah, gotta look away. The only large scale beta movement I'm detecting is in the main hall. But then what's the waveform behind it? I've never seen a pattern. 3 hits. We got samples in the database? 2 from the December 25th in Sato City, Nagata, the same day as Operation 21. December 29th, the same day the beta attacked our base, Takasaki Chishibu.
ベータは大深度地下を進行してきていたのに、地中を移動する微弱な震源を感知したのは佐渡島配備のスタブがすでに本州内陸部まで伸びていたとしか考えられないわ。
This is when they attacked us from deep underground. Oh god, it's the worm thing. The Alaskan bullworm. It's 170 meters in diameter. Why has it never been used before? The septum. Destroy the brain. There's beta coming out of that thing's mouth. Oh god. How could there be 4 classes in the stab? Oh my, they're done. If they manage to get over here, they'll break through the septum. If we can destroy the brain, then we'll buy time. I'm sorry, there's no longer any way into the drift. I'll stand in front and defend you. Just focus on the brain. No. No. No.
ジャンプユニットと視覚に深刻な障害が出ちゃったんだ。あと少しだからと思ってだましやってた。最後までちゃんと持ってくれるなんてさすが竹三日槌だよ。
左側にある変速装置だけが故障してたのはそういうことから僕の言うことを聞いてくれなかったんだね。
私が変な受け方をしたせいでこんな状況になっちゃったのに。鎧さん一人で残るなんて。
No. It's the song that they played with Irma's death.
データリンク情報何もかも。
でも恨みっこなしだよ。鎧さんだってタケルさんやみんなを安心させるためにデータをごまかしてたんだから。そうだね。ミツルギさんも飛び返しに使ってたね。千鶴さんもケイさんもそうしてくれていたんだろうね。うん。
She'll never make it to Finland now.
僕たち何の相談もしなかったのにね。同じ目的に向かってそれぞれが自分のやれることを精一杯やったんだ。
私たち本当のチームになれたんだね。
They broke. Okay, Growlithe, thank you so much for the follow, but it's not the right time for the music. No. No sonic or seismic readings matching any known beta species. No sign of any beta within the primary objective block. Copy that. Keep the cannon ready to fire. He had to, yeah, Makoto had to have been stabbed by the freaking Fort class stick. And I'm assuming that Tama just got ended by the Destroyer class. Even if there weren't any beta in there when we started, we've been stuck in here for ages. This is the original hive, the beta's central headquarters, so what gives? I'm not complaining, but... Class rep. Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly. Electricity to a freaking knife. Our antennas were damaged. Right, so they don't have the Rutherford field. I'll be entering the... Wait. Cheezer shouldn't be talking. There are no beta inside. We'll catch up. I know, but just hurry. Shady self-destructed. They're starting to fall back. Man, they must be really struggling back there in the drift. I swear to God, don't do anything crazy. Cost me how long till we're fully charged? 300 seconds. 1.5 minutes till we can get through. And 3.5 minutes till we fire the cannon. Sumika? Perfectly stable. Her vital signs completely normal. Great! She said it's because the others gave her a chance to rest. Those guys must have really been fighting hard out there. Thank you. Though you've been working yourself really hard too. Just tell her to hang in there for a little bit longer. Just a few more minutes. It's time. Move out at half speed. I bet you Maya used a voice changer. Don't let your guard down. Hard to feel safe when you've got aside from the main cannon our 1,536mm rounds and 32 missiles. If stuff hits the fan, we'll have no choice but to use the Rutherford field, but that's a huge strain on Sumika. With a cannon fully charged, we'll have an energy surplus of about 10%. As long as we can keep our consumption below that, we win this. At last, a final end to this godforsaken war. We're going to answer the prayers of our fallen comrades and all the soldiers who were fighting on the surface to create a brighter future for mankind. For the sake of everyone else in that other timeline, I'm putting an end to this. Then I can find out what made the casualty conductor and restore finally this the multiverse to its proper state.
顎標的確認。
This feels like when the freaking diamond weapon is walking onto
攻撃
Midgar.
開始地点まで距離220。
Huh? Well, what do we have going on over here? What is this? Why, what? That's the primary objective? They couldn't recreate its exact shape in the simulators, but this is humanity's arch nemesis. What?
第二核壁が閉まり始めていま
The
す。
second septum's closing
すごい速さです。
at an alarming rate. Can we restart the
溶
injector?
剤の完結注入続いています。システムは正常です。
The opening agent's still being injected. You've got to be kidding me. Tell the other to get back in here. I can't tell if that thing's really big or if it's really small.
標的から触手状の物体が伸びてきています。
Tentacle-like appendages are coming from us. What?
接触まで約20
20 seconds until impact. The primary objective is its own species of beta? If it's just on that orb thing, it looks really small, like you could step on it. All direct hits but the target's still intact? We have no choice. Block the tentacles with the Rutherford field. Sumika?
完全閉鎖。
The second septum's completely shut. Enemy appendages have made contact. Don't worry about that right now. Run a diagnostic. Start up the firing sequence. Cost to me. The tentacles just broke through the Rutherford field. Cosme, are you okay? Her eyes are... What the... Tentacle Man bad! What the hell? Cosme, what's wrong? Cosme! I'm worried about a freaking flashback. I will keep going back and forth. The tentacles are sucking our energy away? I am out of options. I'll have to pry him open with the arms. The arms. 2700 millimeters won't move. Did it take control of our weapon system? What's Sumika's status? Wait, Cosmo just called me. That was the what scene? I didn't see a single flash, so I don't know what you're on about. Entity acknowledged, possesses transfer data format. What?
存在、形式、霞、
Entity format Cosme negative. What the hell? Cosme, hey, get a hold of yourself. Cosme, what are you doing?
存在の形式、霞、該当、否定。
What's the time in the stream? I'll check back just in case. Presence of entity format Cosme not found negative.
存在の認識、持っている、正しい。
Presence of entity possesses records transfer data, proper format. Is it just me or her sentence is getting intelligible? Does this mean... Tentacle Man bad. 157. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'm so sorry. But gotta go ahead and make sure I don't get the old banhammer. So, thank you guys so much. I will see you later. See you back here tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we actually could finish this tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So, yes, let us go ahead and see what happens. Oh, man. Hope you guys have enjoyed so far, and I'm praying that those other people will be alive, or other unit members, but I highly doubt it. Thank you guys again. Thank you for all the followers as well, and I will see you back here again tomorrow night.